Hello, good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining me again today. This is going to be, a little bit of a shorter video this time. This is going to be a 250 mile general review of compression products. So I won't be concentrating on a specific product, rather the whole genre. Since November I purchased several variants and I've now been using them on every run, so just a quick reminder, my video content is primarily aimed at older runners, people that sustain frequent running injuries, and also people that are completely new to running. So a little bit of history, and I promise to keep it short, but it's important to give an overview of what led to the decision to use compression gear. So, following the dementia diagnosis, I knew I had to do something pretty drastic to slow the mental decline, and I decided, to start running. It was, it's always been a sport I've loved. It's fun, social, and it's almost free of charge. Well, it's probably one of the only forms of exercise that's, free or virtually free. In the beginning, when I started running, I used to get lots of lower leg injuries, and after a little while of research, I found the Asics Nova Blast 3 shoe, or actually I think it was the 2 then, and soon after that the Inerta D30 impact resistant insoles, and I've done reviews on both of those products, which together almost stop injuries, although I still had an injury every now and again, and then perhaps only like one or two a year, usually minor thankfully, but enough to keep me from running for a couple of weeks. And I don't actually like being injured and not running, because my fitness decreases, makes it harder to build back up again. I'm happy to report that adding below the knee compression gear has removed injuries completely, although as I've not managed to, as up to this point, I've not been using them for an entire year. I can't actually say, 100% categoric that, they've stopped injuries, but I will, do another update after a year, just to keep you in the loop. So why are compression socks good? Well, they place a constant pressure on the legs to prevent fluid accumulation. The compression aids in blood circulation, which allowing more oxygen to get to your, the tissues. The sock creates a positive pressure that forces blood away from your legs and back up to the heart. Another less spoken about thing with compression socks involves lactic acid production after long or even short runs. Whenever you exercise, the body produces lactic acid. Lactic acid, believe it or not, is actually a waste product, and the longer it stays in your muscles, the greater the chance of soreness, the next day. Wearing compression socks during and after helps reduce and or avoid soreness. And on that note, normally I'll wear my compression gear for the remainder of the day after I've finished a run, which is about 12 hours. And I do that, you know, to promote muscle repair and recovery. There's many types of compression socks available, but in the end, after testing, you know, quite a few, I decided on calf guards. But that was mainly because the quality of the socks weren't up to standard, especially in the toe section. Surprisingly, I was actually unable to find any compression sock that didn't have a seam at the toe. And I only actually tested one, to be honest with you, and that one gave, you know, it caused a friction injury on me little toe and the one next to it. Which is surprising, you know, because all of those products, they are all advertised as being seamless, and they actually weren't, not when you really looked. There were some compression socks that I kind of like thought they probably were seamless, but then the price skyrocketed, you know, and I don't like to spend, you know, more than what's necessary on a product. Calf guards, on the other hand, worked amazingly well, and while I'm hesitant to say injuries have stopped completely out of superstitious reasons, touch wood, I've not felt the beginnings of a problem in over 200 miles, which is like pretty good. Essentially, calf guards are the answer for me, at least. They also keep my legs warm in the cold, which is especially important for runners, including myself. That experience problems when it's cold, you know. So, you know, they keep your legs warm, but they also reduce injuries like cramping and calf straining it when it's, you know, really cold outside. Just as a minor note, in the winter, when late autumn bordering onto early winter, I'll wear compression guards with underneath a pair of running tights, and then when it gets really cold in November, December, I'll wear them underneath like the thermal running tights. Yeah. So obviously I'm aware that's a lot of additional gear to wear, but if you love running as much as I do, you'll go to any length to limit and hopefully stop running related injuries, which is, you know, as older runners know, this can happen a lot, and it keeps you from your passion. Any injury is devastating to an older runner, as older runners will know. Even after 1 month of no running, that can actually mean a total loss of fitness, meaning we have to literally start from scratch, you know, to build endurance and aerobic capacity. Regarding the seamless toe issue, this is probably not going to be an issue for those of you that run shorter distances, but for anything over, let's say, 10 to 15 miles or more, seam toes need to be avoided like the plague. Just as a brief demo, this here is apparently a seamless toe, but that's the seam, you know, well, I didn't even wear it. Well, I tried them on, actually, to be fair, and the compression part was really good, but, you know, it was let down. I could feel that on my toe. As soon as I put it on, I thought, no, not going to risk it. So I actually wear these now. They're by Ultimate Performance, and I wear them with these Asics crew socks, and that's what I know seam. That's what no seam looks like. You know, there is literally no seam there. You know, when I actually wear these all the time now. So I wear me, you know, compression top with the. Sorry, I wear the calf guard, and this goes over the top of it, just at the the piece here. Yeah, these are really comfortable socks. These. I can't help but run in these all the time. Yeah, okay. So that's pretty much it. I hope that helps. It's just another kind of like thing to consider if you're getting injured. I personally think that cushioned shoes, impact resistant insoles and calf guards all used together, and you'll limit your injuries down to almost nothing, especially if you take care how you run. Don't kind of push yourself. 4-foot running obviously doesn't help your lower legs either, so try and develop a mid-foot strike if you can. And if you feel like an injury's coming on, I'll slow down and heel strike, so that kind of lessens the impact on on your calf muscles, puts more pressure on your thighs and glutes. Any questions? Leave them below in the leave them below in the comments. If you like the content, please consider leaving me a like, and even better, subscribe. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.